Hi everyone, my name is Sadia Saifuddin. I was a student in Gaslight the System in August 2018. One thing Anjali does incredibly well in all of the seasons is ground the beginning of the class in these fundamental questions to help people explore their identity, their values, their principles, and where they want to take the knowledge from within that season. So for me, at the beginning of Gaslight the System, it was really understanding that all of these ways in which I had been taught to see myself through my peers, through the environment, just social conditioning, things like how I dress myself, how I speak, ways in which I saw myself and my place in the world were actually these lenses created by a capitalist ideology that was really seeking to very intentionally drive consumer behavior. And for me, when I realized that the way that I had been thinking about who I was in this world was absolutely separate from the way I looked, the clothes I decided to wear, the ways I decided to present myself, what I owned, really opened the door for me to explore who I really was and what really mattered to me, and specifically what actions I was perpetrating intentionally and unintentionally, what values I stood for, both intentionally and unintentionally, that really was the core of who I am. I think for me, that was the big lesson from Gaslight the System. I think the other thing I would also touch on is the realization that there are so many ways to heal ourselves from these toxic ideologies that have been created to really take more than give, and to really break down rather than heal who we are. And it helped me explore things that felt right for me, that were within my lineage, ways of healing from within my tradition and my ancestors that I had not been taught to see as a priority within the social environment in which I was raised. I've been somebody that turns to retail therapy in a moment where I'm under stress or I'm feeling sad, and it's been a very unhealthy way that I have coped in the past. And Gaslight the System instead taught me to take a moment to reflect on what was going on internally and why I was driven toward those behaviors. I realized actually that fixing what's wrong here or what hurts here has a much longer impact on my happiness than, the one day that I wear a new outfit and feel really good about myself. And I think that that's really just like the tip of the iceberg in terms of how much of psychology we unpack and how much we have been taught to see certain things as industry standard or the best of our field or the only way to heal ourselves. What else can we imagine? And Anjali does this with all of her courses, but Gaslight the System was really an exercise in broadening our imagination. And I'm so grateful for it because those are questions I think of at every single purchase that I make, every single way I understand myself, every single way I approach healing or approach therapy or approach interacting with people and helping them maybe explore those questions for themselves.